Alright, this is Oracle of Ages Archipelago Randomizer. I'm playing on a new version that was just released. This is a beta version with a few updates. The big things are like some speed updates as well as some logic updates to correct some logic errors. But also there are a few new things. Number one, we have the Linked Heroes Cave is available. So we may or may not be able to get to do that today. Number two, there is a new location where you normally get bombs on the Tokay Island. Number three, we're about to see, normally you would have to get an item at this point, right? So there is an option now to have a farmer come and cut the grass, so we can just get access to the main town, which is very valuable, especially in a sync setting where you're playing with multiple games, so you don't get run out of checks immediately. But also, something to note is 5 essences, 1 slate. Alright. The warp start now puts us right next to the portal here. So even if we didn't use that option, we would still be fine. So the farmer option really doesn't matter too much. We got a sword in here, alright. Gladly take that. Another thing to note is you can now select which trees you want to be duplicates, so you can not have to worry about getting the Scent Seedling. You don't have to worry about maybe going to Zora Village, stuff like that. Which just kind of gets us back up to date with where Seasons was with the seed trees and whatnot. And I think that's just about all the updates so far. The tracker has not been updated yet, so the logic is not accounting for the openness at the start. So if you do decide to do some of these, just you gotta remember like where you can go. Just getting access to the main town. Also, it appears that some of the items are not tracking properly. Which is probably due to the additional items and locations. So yeah. The Bomb Flower and Island Chart. I guess I'm gonna have to disconnect from the auto tracking. Funny joke. Was there anything else that we got that I didn't track properly? No, I think we're good. Feather! Ooh, okay. That's a fun item to get early. And there's D8. Okay. We cannot do anything there. So instead I'm gonna have to go to the beach. I don't know if I'm a fan of this new warp to start location. Sure, it gets us to the... Okay. It gets us to the portal faster, but it does change logic, so... I don't know. What's going on, suspect? So we're gonna get access to another dungeon over here. Ooh, there's a switch hook. Gladly take that. I don't remember what I need in order to make early progress in Hero's Cave. We'll have to take a dip in there at some point. See what this is. Okay. 6 past. We'll probably want to do a little bit in there. Let me just clean out the rest of the forest first, just in case we get like seed access or something. Alright. There's no need for me to get a shield, so I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, let's just go and clean out the first little bit of the dungeon. And then once I'm done here... Okay. That's a seed shooter. And that is mystery seeds. Okay. Seed shooter, mystery seeds. We can turn those mystery seeds in right away. Could go grab sense. Probably want to. Because we probably need all 3 seed types going into Tingle. Or 3 different seed types going into Tingle. Okay. Hold on. I can go up here. And I can get to the seed tree up here, because I have the bomb flower already. Yeah, seedling probably doesn't matter, because it's guaranteed to be a duplicate tree. And we already have mystery seeds, so I don't really care too much. But we can now take the raft. So going to Crescent Island might be a thing. We can't actually do it without at least Toonbackos. Oh yeah, I should get some sense and then immediately get this seedling. That's true. But I was thinking more along the lines of getting them from the tree. Alright, let's check Ambi's Palace Courtyard. See what kind of seeds we got there. Pegasus seeds, okay. I'll take those. Because now we definitely want to go to Tingle. Alright, so we get both items from Tingle. Ooh, okay. Blue ring is pretty good. Now I have, like, not that many checks left. I can go to Crescent Island, number 1. Number 2, I can come over here, and I can get the Fairy Woods check. I'm gonna do that first, then we'll go Crescent. Just because it's gonna be easier at that point to go Crescent. And this is basically like an orphan check otherwise. You were watching the video the other day and wondering if the bear attack acts like a sword and things that it works. And if it does, it retrieves seeds. No, the only animal that can get seeds off of trees is Dimitri. Ricky can't punch it off, Moosh can't stomp it off. Dimitri can bite the seeds off the tree. Alright, let's go rafting. Ooh, the only thing that I just noticed is I may need to refill my seeds. Because the items from the market require me to spend seeds. And I don't think I have mystery seeds right now. Hopefully that item is nothing. I'm gonna plant the seedling. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough mystery seeds for that. We'll get the book. We'll have to come back with mystery seeds. Nope, don't need a map. Okay. Brother Emblem, okay. And now there is a new item over here. This bomb is actually a random item. So we got doggy mask. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to do a couple things. Number one, get mystery seeds. Number two, probably turn in that doggy mask. Number three, we probably want to spawn Maple. Hey, what's going on, Omega? I don't know how many kills we're at. But we'll make this work. I'll probably do... yeah, about 3 rounds. That guarantees it. Though we've definitely killed enemies before, so... we don't need to do 3 total rounds, probably. I might be good after 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna do 2 rounds. Let me go get some mystery seeds. And maybe, as we go, we run into Maple. Yep, there we go. Alright, back to the island. So once we get the Tune of Echoes, then we can go into the present on the island. And that's going to get me into a dungeon, which should have progression. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be the Scent Seedling tree. It's probably Ember Seeds then. Like, specifically, I'm gonna have to do that. Did I move anything out of into the right spots? I gotta move the seed so that we can actually get over there. Yep, it's Ember Seeds. Okay. That's what I expected. That's gonna send me into the graveyard. And hopefully we find some stuff in here. It's a compass. Don't necessarily need the compass, but it could be good. Flippers, alright. Flippers are good. And it depends on what compass is for, like which dungeon. I'll grab it. 2? Okay. But yeah, with flippers we can now go ahead and do both items in here. Which gets me a graveyard key. Alright. Alright, game. And another compass. Alright, so with Graveyard Key, we get new dungeon access. we keep it going. Alright, I'll take library key. Thank you. I think the text was wrong there. Like, when I went to buy it, it said to buy it for 100, I think. Alright, D3. Yo, Omega, thanks for the Prime Gaming sub for 11 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Got the Power Glove. Alright. Power Glove, D3. Lots of good stuff today. Alright, so this is guaranteed small key. Honestly, this dungeon is 100% doable, because we have Shovel and we have the Seed Shooter with Ember Seeds, so there's nothing that can stop me in here. Old Mermaid Key. Can't get over there yet. But, dungeon key is a dungeon key, so I'll take it. Also, I just remembered I probably should equip the blue ring. Just because I can. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance we're just gonna get a bunch of stuff here. There we go. Crown key. Alright. More keys. More dungeon keys, so... Once we get access to dungeons, we're gonna be able to do a lot of dungeons. There's another small key. Mermaid suit! Yep. Yep. Yeah, now we are just cooking. I don't have boss key yet, do I? I mean, it's not like it really matters, because we're not going to the boss just yet anyway. So yeah, Mermaid Suit opens up, like, so much of the world. No small key. That's what, 3 now? I guess that means boss key is in the back. There it is. Alright. So let's just go beat the dungeon. Really, there's nothing else here. There we go. I guess I did have all 4 keys. It doesn't matter to me. I can navigate my way around the dungeons, even not knowing how many keys I have. Alright. Rolling Ridge is now accessible. So let's go straight there. Because we have access to one dungeon. Okay. We don't have access to both. Because we don't have Tuna Currents. Actually, no, we don't have access to any dungeons. We just have access to the area. Once we find Tuna Currents, that opens up the dungeons. Alright, I can put this in position and I can see the tree. But I can't do much more than that. So hopefully we find a seed satchel, then we can just go straight to the tree later. Alright, I think we just want to go back to Crescent Island. That's like the big place we want to be. Also, there was that one chest over here that I can grab. Might as well do it while I'm here. But yeah, going to Crescent Island will get me a lot. Also, let's just take a look at this. Let's just see what we've got. Yeah, bush removal is now an option. Oh, I probably need... Yeah, no. I probably need the cane to get through that. Alright. Or there's a very specific pattern you have to do. You don't need the cane? I probably need it later on anyway, so we'll just come back later. Alright, Glitch, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the good luck as well. Instant boss key. The uke. And a small key. Alright. Can't make any more progress there, so let's get out of there. It progresses with each new item you get in vanilla dungeons. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, auto swimming has been a feature, so... You don't have to mash the control pad. Just hold it down, let it rip. Trying to think, where do I want to go? I think we want to turn in the uke. Probably turn in a few other things. Being in the past seems to be like the place to be right now. Long switch. Well then, I guess we're gonna go back to Jabu. As soon as I check a few more things. Probably not a ring that we need, but we'll see. Zora ring. No, we don't need that. I would like to get to an occurrence, because then I wouldn't have to go back to the start and come back down here. But there's only one more check we can get, so I'm not very optimistic about getting to an occurrence here. Yeah. Alright. Let's do it again. Oh, I could grab Mayor's house before we go down there. It's probably a good idea. So there's a pretty good chance we can just straight up beat Jabu. The only chance we can't do it is if the boss key is locked behind the one check that requires the cane. And if that's the case, then we just come back later. Because we'll guaranteed be able to just finish the dungeon really quick. Now the small key. Alright, let's see what we got behind the mini-boss. Some tasty meat. That is probably worth holding on to. Rather unfortunate. It's not terrible scenario, but it would have helped to have some more keys coming up this way. As long as I had enough to get into this room, that's perfect. Now we are cruising. So getting Pegasus Seeds access is pretty big. We still need Tune of Currents to really do a lot, but it helps because we get Pegasus Seeds and we get Gale Seeds, so. I will gladly take a satchel any day of the week. Alright, 5 keys. Yeah, I think I want to do bottom floor first. Oh wait, I have to go up anyway. Oh yeah, I could do the boss. I got the boss key immediately, didn't I? Yeah, probably should do boss, then come up here. And you know what? It works out either way. If this is nothing, then we're fine. But then again, Tasty Meat was behind all keys, so this could be something. Alright, I'll take the heart container. I'll take the heart container, we'll do boss. Probably get a small key off of that. Yeah, you always want to do the boss if you have the water all the way up. But I was thinking I didn't have the boss key for some reason. See, now we should be good to do everything except for the cane check. Though I guess technically I can get that without Kane. Do I know the setup for it? Absolutely not. There's some like weird damage boost, bomb boost setup that you can do. But I'm not going to worry about it. If we have to come back, we come back. Okay. So there could actually be something there. There could be. One good thing about the new Warp to Start is you're closer to Impa. So you can get a decent refill anytime you Warp to Start. I should probably do ambies. There's no reason to put it off. Like, it's gonna be required. Book? Okay. We're getting a lot of stuff for Zora area. Which tells me we're gonna get Tune of Ages eventually. I hope it's sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, that could be it is as well. We just get access to it via Maku Road. Though the number of times I've actually gone through Maku Road is very low. The key is always on the opposite side of the door. No matter which way I try and go through. $30. Cool. Hey, what's going on, Plata? Regular potion. Alright, let's see what's in Maku Road. Is there anything interesting? Number one, is there a good item? No. Number two, are we going to get the key? We did not get the key. We never get the key. Yeah, this is the Archipelago version. We're trying out the newest thing. which has some interesting stuff. It's got the Hero's Cave added in, as well as a couple like speed up features. New, like the resets are a little bit faster, and then there's one check or one thing that opens up the early game. So instead of warping to start, putting you on the screen with the stone, it now puts you right next to the portal at the beginning. So number one, it allows you to bypass the... Okay. It allows you to bypass the requirements for getting into town. And number two, there is also this option that removes one of the bushes right here, so you can get into town either way. It's a little bit redundant having both of them, but I don't know. There's probably no reason to actually use that option. Alright, let's see. Tasty meat. Is this gonna get me something? No, okay. So that was not something. So I think we have to... Yeah, we probably have to go back into 6. Which was past D2 entrance, okay. It's gone okay so far. Few little hiccups here and there, mostly because things are new, and the tracker is not equipped for the new stuff. But we're making good progress. Alright, so because we have Mermaid Suit, we have Seed Shooter, we can do almost everything in the early part of this dungeon. We just don't have the cane in order to really complete the dungeon. That's a boss key. I think some of the IDs are a little funky. It's saying I got a small key on the thing, but in-game. And we got... It should show up as a small key, yeah. Still fine. The text is just wrong. There's the cane! Alright. That is beautiful. We can now do, like, everything. So this dungeon, as long as we can find the actual boss key in here, is then clearable. But that means we have to find the boss key. Which we may not find. Actually, we will not find the boss key. I can guarantee that. Because there's only 2 more checks, and we need 2 small keys. However, we can open up the wall. So when we find present, we can go and do everything over there. So it's not a complete loss. Kane does open up... Oh. Oh. Yeah. Kane opens up going into D8. D8 is now clearable. Fully clearable. Because we have the power glove too. Or no. How many slates did I need? 1. I needed 1 slate. We have 1 slate. So we're good. I was thinking like, oh man, what if it's like 4 slates? But no, I think it's just 1. Alright, so guaranteed small key there. The other thing is that Kane opens up that last check in D7. If I wanted to go back there. I don't really want to. Not right now. But I gotta keep an eye on that. This will be our 3rd completed dungeon. We need to do 5 total. We haven't seen 1 or 2 yet. Like, those are the easiest ones, obviously. We haven't seen 5, we haven't seen 4. Like, all of the remaining dungeons are just doable. Present gets us boss key for 6 past. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting access to dungeons at this point. Shield? Sure, why not? Get it off my screen. Also, I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and do Hero's Cave too. That might be the next play, is go to Hero's Cave. Because we, like, legitimately just have every item. Except for the keys to get to dungeons. And of course, the tunes. Dumbbell? Okay. We still can't get to symmetry, so it doesn't really help me right now. But it is an item for later. Yep, it was one slate. Tune of Currents! There it is! That opens up so much. Oh no. I mean, that's good. But at the same time, it's not great. I think I still want to go to Hero's Cave after this. Just to try it out. You know? Try and make some sense of it. See how many checks there are in there. I don't remember Age's Hero's Cave as well as I do Seasons. The biggest thing I remember about Age's Hero's Cave is the worst room in the game, which is the lava block push puzzle. And then also there's the required Cane of Samaria for the floor puzzle. I don't think I've ever finished... No, I haven't finished Linked Hero's Cave in a Seasons Rando yet, because it was bugged. I gotta try it again next time we do Seasons. Alright, Ramrock, what do you got for me? I know you got a small key. But I wonder what's behind the small key. But there's one more check in this dungeon. And hopefully it's a good thing. Hopefully it's a good item. I mean, we're going to come back in and grab it, because, number one, I'm also going to fill up on Pegasus Seeds while I'm here. I mean, I could always just go to Impa. But while I'm here, let's just get the last item. But also, this is like right next to Hero's Cave. Piece of heart. Alright, let's give it a try again. Now that we have like all of our items. Let's just give it a quick try. Oh, do I remember this room? This room. This room is annoying. I remember this room. Having to throw that is like the worst thing ever. It seems like every room, though, is set up in a very particular way. Like, you're gonna get a key after finishing. So there's no, like, items. It's all keys. Unless you play Key Sanity. There we go. Piece of heart. We got something. We got something out of there. This is gonna be another small key. Alright, what do we got? What do we gotta do? We got blues, we got yellows. And we got reds. And blues. Yep, another small key. Alright, what's the deal with this room? Is there even a thing here? Okay, yeah, there we go. Heart container. Oh, I think I do that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I kinda remember this puzzle. Now I gotta, like, pull this over here. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. That's not it. I mean, it might be it. There we go. Just had to, like, do some more shenanigans. Small key. Alright, we got another room. Aha. And then for whatever reason, this Hero's Cave decides it wants to give you the most annoying jumps towards the end. I remember some of these jumps being super annoying. And here's one of the great rooms. Do I remember the puzzle on this? Do I remember the solution for this? I have no idea. We'll just go and see how we do. Oh, I think I had it. I think I had it. Yeah, I had it. Alright. I just have to do all the way to the end there. See if I remembered what I did. Or maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I feel like we're making decent progress on that. Maybe here I have to just block off that part. Something like that. Nope. Alright. Maybe I was fine with how I was doing it. I just have to get one of these Armos situations. Nope. Yeah, this puzzle's hard. Yeah, knowing that it's actually impossible to do makes it a little bit more annoying to try and figure out, because you have to figure out a actually impossible solution. Wonder if I do like something like that. There we go. We got it. It's all about just making sure you get around the Armoses. That is the key. You get around the Armoses and then you're good. Oh, I could probably cheese this. Yeah. Okay. That makes it a little bit easier. Alright, let's see. This one... Broken sword! We actually got something out of this. Yeah, pretty much, like, it's just remembering that you can clip. And now for my favorite room. Quite literally, the worst room in the game. I don't trust myself. I hate this room. The warp back if you fall in the lava is actually the worst thing about this room. I'm like... Oh, I didn't have feather out. I'm like scared to make jumps and like go through any of this. Because this is so annoying. Easily the worst room in the game. Probably the worst room in both Oracle games. Alright, now it's just kind of a formality, I think. We're pretty good. There we go. Stairs have been acquired. We did it. We made it through that room. And now for, like, jank platforming, too. There we go. Armor ring level 3. Hold on. Isn't that the vanilla? That is the vanilla reward for this. And now for our so-called victory lap, we gotta make like 100 of these jumps in a row. And you gotta be quick about it. And you fail a jump, you gotta start this all over again. Oh, this is so annoying. Every room has something annoying about it. There we go. And what do? We finish with a combat room. No, I forgot there was a wall master in there. Oh no. I forgot there was a wall master in that room. But the door The stairs should still be there, so we should be fine. Yeah, this is literally just a troll. Yeah, stairs are still there. We still have to do this, though. All the jank jumps. See if I get any, like, health back or anything. Oh no, of course, don't get a single drop of anything. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, imagine just running out of seeds, bombs, anything here. There we go. All that for a red jewelry ring. Well, we did get the broken sword out of that, so I guess not for nothing. Alright, where was I going? I was going... Yeah, we're going up to Rolling Ridge. We have a lot of things we can do in Rolling Ridge. But yeah, how many actual items were in that dungeon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total items, and then there's like 8 keys. So key sanity, that pops off. But in regular gameplay, it's not that great, because it requires a lot. Yeah, master keys too. That might be a good reason to put master keys on. Because that goes from 5 to 13 checks. It's pretty significant. Big Ron! Alright, I might as well use all of my Pegasus seeds here, because we're just going to refill as soon as we finish anyway. Yeah, I think it would be cool to have, like, the skeleton key or any key as, like, an overall skeleton key that opens up any check. Like, any door in the entire game. Tuning Nut's nice. That's another dungeon access. Because that's also a thing that's in Ocarina of Time Rando, as like there's one skeleton key that opens up every single door. And then you also have the key rings for individual dungeons. Alright, I think we're probably in just go mode, honestly. We have enough dungeon access where we're probably hitting the remaining dungeons I want to do. I mean, no matter what, we can beat every dungeon, so we're good. It's just a matter of which dungeons do we want to do. Yeah, D2 is pretty easy. If we can find D1, that would be great. I'd prefer not to do 4. 5 would be great. Even 6 present, not terrible, because we're just looking for the boss key out of that. Best route from here, probably check our Mermaid Cave entrance. Because going to Symmetry is still going to take me a minute. Gold Joy. Love me some Gold Joy. Okay. Still not a great dungeon to go to. But, again, accessible dungeon. I just gotta hope we don't run into Make You Path. That's like the one thing. Literally any other dungeon I run into is fine. That didn't give me a key sound. So I'm gonna go here and get my boss key. The one good thing about getting the compass. Also, I don't really need any other items, so just kind of go mode my way through. Only thing I might want is a power upgrade. So sword or a power ring or something. Alright, that is number 4. Alright, so I have the present key. You know what, while we're here, let's just check under the doormat. See if anyone left a sword there. No. Zora scale, though. D4. I don't really want to do D4. If I have to, I'll come back and do it, but not really feeling that. One or 5 is what I'm looking for. Ooh, Dimitri. Okay. Really? I disagree. I disagree with that hitbox there. I don't even need to like check anything in the overworld. We're just checking the dungeon entrances to see which one we want to do. I guess since I have to go in the house, I could at least check the dumbbell guy, and maybe even just set this up. Just on the off chance that we run into something good. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, if the boss key is in, like, one of the first 3 checks, this is worth it. But if I have to do the full thing, I don't know. It's probably still worth it. We're gonna have to do the full thing. Almost guaranteed at this point. Give me two small keys to start. The other mermaid key. I'm tempted to go check the other dungeon. This version does not have cross items yet. Seasons has cross items. There it is. Alright. Where's our... Okay. It's not a terrible spot. D2 entrance. I feel like it's been a while since we've done D6 in a rando, so actually getting to complete D6 is worth it. I feel like we always get stuck doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 7. But this has been like a pretty good set of dungeons today. 2, 3, 7, 8, now 6. Alright, so both items down here are guaranteed to be small keys. And I still think, like, even though we had to go into an extra dungeon, this still would have been faster than doing all of D4. D4 is just such a long and slow dungeon. Snowshoe ring. We don't need that. Ooh, you know what? I'm curious. I'm curious how this is gonna work. Because now we can warp to start and walk in from this side. Looks a little weird, but I think it's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine. Alright, climb the tower. Nope. He doesn't like to play with me anymore. He knows exactly what's going to happen. So he just dances in his little corner. Almost a perfect fight. Almost a perfect phase 1. I would have taken that. I mean, I'll take one warp. Absolutely. Let me see if I have any rings. I have Power Ring 1. I can use that. It's better than nothing. So I am taking a lot more damage now. But that is by design. Alright, there we go. I don't know if Power Ring 1 is enough. It's probably enough to get us to at least the 1 cycle. Yeah, 1 cycle for sure. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we finished with a time of 2 hours. Oh, no, wait. I forgot. I'm doing Ganon. I forgot I'm doing Ganon. I actually forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I'm done. Nope. Because I'm so used to just doing the regular ending with the combo stuff that I forgot I changed the goal to Ganon today. That's fine. Still the same. Though, level 1 sword here. That's gonna be fun. We do have bigger arms. But we still have to go through the first phase with level 1. One. 2. Three. We already got through phase 1. Let's go. Let's go. Then we bring out the big G. There we go. Twin Rover down. All we got left is Ganon. I got so distracted by the Hero's Cave that I just completely forgot what I was doing. Oh, it was great. I mean, Ganon's fine. It's Twin Rova that you really have to worry about. Getting a lot of doubles, which is good. Alright, he should be almost dead. There we go. Alright, now we're done. We finished with a time of 2 hours, 20 minutes, 33 seconds. For the most part, this version played fine. There was the few visual, like, text issues. But other than that, everything was good. Hero's Cave is Hero's Cave. Gigantic troll. But we got to experience it, so that was fun. I definitely started to warm up to the new Warp to Start by the end, just because it's closer to Impa, so we can get better refills. Like, I can actually refill instead of using the trees and stuff. So that's actually pretty good. I don't know if I like the logic changes to it, that it bypasses that first bush and like gets you access to town without anything. I mean, it's a good thing in general because it opens up more. But I'm used to like always getting a progression item on those first 2 checks, you know? Or getting BK'd if you're playing a multi. I think the farmer bush setting is just completely redundant with the Warp to Start. There's probably no reason to ever use that. Unless you just like not having to destroy a bush every time you want to go into town. That is entirely preference at that point. Or not have to go to the past, go back to the present to get into town, or go through Make-You Path. So I guess it does have its little perks early game, but as soon as you get any progression, you're gonna get a bush breaker, so you're not gonna have to worry about that for too long. I think the next seed I do, I want to try it with the bush still there. Just to see how much annoyance we run into. You know, for a 5 S&C, this wasn't bad at all. And we took a significant amount of time to go and do Hero's Cave. Like, this probably would have been sub 2 hours if we just went straight go mode after, like, we got access to everything. And thanks for the GGs, everyone. Appreciate it. And that's going to wrap it up for this Oracle of Ages Archipelago Randomizer. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all next time.